One of the greatest threats facing the oceans is overfishing, a major cause being unreported fishing by purse seine vessels. The purse seine nets results in bycatch of endangered species of cetaceans, sharks and sea turtles. Bycatch is used to describe non-target species being captured in the pursuit of another, most often tuna. It is also used to describe undersized fish or fish caught out of season. Purse seine is a non-selective method of fishing, meaning that every single sea creature is captured, regardless of size or species. Marine wildlife in the vicinity is caught at a high mortality rate. This bycatch includes juvenile fish, but also whales, dolphins, sharks, and sea turtles. For sharks, the mortality rate is about 90%, even when discarded overboard alive. Purse seine fishing is so effective because the fishing gear nets off a large area of water. A massive net up to 2 kilometers long is used to encircle a school of fish. Once set, the bottom of the net, which can be as deep as 200 meters, is pulled close. The fish are now captured in a vast pen, which can be drawn tighter and tighter until the catch is so concentrated that it can simply be scooped up and dropped into the ship. According to the UN FAO, almost 2/3 of the fish stocks are fully exploited. Another 28% are overexploited. The amount of fish in the oceans have been halved over the past 50 years, with some species such as tuna falling by 3/4. Capacity of the world's fishing fleet is 2.5 times larger than sustainability estimates. Operation Albacore has discovered that bycatch is heavily underreported. In the case of Gabon, by as much as 3 to 4 times.
In the 1970s, the world was fishing around 1.5 million tons of tuna a year. We're now up to 5 million tons. The whole of that increase, 3.5 million tons, 70% is industrial purse seine tuna boats. So if there's any overfishing, it's down to the purse seiners. They're the ones that are overfishing. Purse seine boats are owned by major multinational companies. They have nothing to do with the local community. They might own local companies, but they're not local. It's international capital and it's international organization, and it's structured for tax effectiveness, of course. You might ask, is the MSC a solution? After all, the MSC is promoted as a gold standard of sustainability, really a leader across the world for sustainability. So you would expect that none of this is happening on MSC boats. Unfortunately, that's not the case. According to many independent reports that are easily accessible from NGOs, from experts, even WWF, who is the founder of the MSC, is often found criticizing various MSC certifications, amongst which a number of the tuna certifications. So we have, for example, this report here, Slipping Through the Net, May 2022, so very recent. Lots of incidents documented. It's by a charity called Shark Guardian. Documented incidents of shark finning, dolphin catch, a helicopter being dumped at sea. It's all written in great detail within the report. You have BirdLife International here with the bycatch of birds. There's a general document by Bloom, the sham of the MSC. Lots and lots of, here you have that statistic as well about industrial boats. 90% of MSC tuna is, unfortunately, from purse seiners. So the MSC can call itself an improvement program, but it really isn't a gold standard, and we've got to go beyond that. And the problem is when we buy MSC thinking that we're dealing with the solution, in fact, we're ignoring the best practice, which is the pole and line boats. And we as a company support the pole and line boats.
90% do emprego criado na pesca no mundo é emprego na pesca artesanal. E os 10% do resto do emprego, os 10% dos trabalhadores da pesca, na pesca industrial, pescam 60% de todo o peixe pescado no mundo. Há aqui um desequilíbrio tremendo.
A pesca do atum dá trabalho basicamente em 3 frentes. Quem pesca, os pescadores, as tripulações, os mestres, as fábricas, as conserveiras, que empregam maioritariamente mulheres, aquelas que elaboram diretamente o produto, e a parte dos estaleiros.
Em Santa Maria temos 30, 40 famílias que dependem desta safra de saltivara. Temos 13 ou 14 barcos aqui a pescar o atum e 7, 8, 9 homens em cada embarcação e esses tripulantes, todos eles têm famílias para sustentar.
All of the gear is artisanal. So I have an example right here, if you want to know. This is the one kind of the pole that they use it to catch the fish. This is a simple pole made of bamboo, so it's a natural material with just a simple hook. I'm going to try to take him out. And you can see that one big detail is that this hook is barbless. So this makes it easy to catch the fish. And as soon as the fish gets is landed on the boat, it's really easier to, and sometimes the fish comes out from itself from the hook, so it doesn't damage the fish as well.
They use a boat to hold a whole school of tuna, and they were fishing it for 3 whole days, and then they fill, and then another boat will come and fish it, and so they come and land it in the port, yeah.
Por exemplo, a gente está a vender peixe de 40, 50 quilos, eu sei.
So the Azores Fisheries Observer Program, we have to guarantee the dolphin safe certification. So it was created on 1998, and we have to ensure that during the tuna catches, we are not have the intentional mortality of cetaceans or molestation of them. So basically we are there as scientific observers in the boats.
We collect lots of data regarding not only the fishery and the catch and bycatch, but also data and information about the associated species, such as dolphins or cetaceans, and seabirds and sea turtles. We also collect information since 2015 on marine litter, and we have a huge database regarding this fishery.
So the factory is here since 1950. This cannery is the only one in São Jorge Island. It's one of the 9 islands of the Azores archipelago. And this cannery was built here because to take advantage from the availability of the tuna, because as you know, as you can see, we are just 10 minutes away from the sea, so we are starting the season of the tuna. We only process skipjack, and there's the pretty available in the water. So that's the reason that they built the cannery here.
Can you describe a little bit what is going on inside the cannery?
Yes, the cannery, we work in one shift. We employ 137 people. Almost 80% are women. So exactly, it's 109 women inside, and it's to reinforce our social responsibility, because there's no much places to women work here in this island. We only process the whole tuna. We don't buy any loins wherever in the middle of the Pacific. We only use the whole fish, and we clean it, we wash it, and we clean it again. It's going to be cooked, and after to be cooked, it will be cleaned, and to remove bones, to remove skin, because as you know, tuna has no scales, only skin, and after to cut in big loins, make fillets, chunks, and the small pieces. We use everything in glass jars, in cans.
Okay, so our plastic neutrality project in the Azores, it started in 2019, where we wanted to understand the amount of fishing gear that was being lost by the pole and line fishery in the Azores. So we worked with the Scientific Observer Organisation on the island, POPA, and we collected the amount of gear that was being lost from 2019, and we've done that every year since. And then what we found out was that the fishery was not losing much gear at all, a very negligible amount, and we saw the opportunity with the floating fishing gear that was coming in from outside the Azores for the fishery to collect that plastic and collect a surplus of plastic, and verified by data, and become the first fishery in the world to collect more plastic fishing gear than they lose through their own operations.
Se eu tivesse de frente a frente com um mestre de uma embarcação que exercesse a arte de cerco ao atum, uma das primeiras perguntas que eu lhe fazia: quais eram os seus limites?
Isto já não é uma questão ambiental, isto já não é uma questão apenas social ou económica, isto é uma questão de ética ambiental, e de como nós queremos deixar o planeta, e de como queremos deixar os ecossistemas marinhos para as futuras gerações.